Happy Friday, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. Good morning, Freddie.
Good morning, DA. AD.
The average dude. How's it going this morning, Fred? Did you get a workout in this morning?
No, nope. We stretched.
Nice.
I had one that needed to get up early
Yeah.
to go to a breakfast, and I had a feeling that I should be around for that. And the feeling was correct.
Yes. There's nothing like a good breakfast to start a Friday. How about that?
Yeah, yeah. Now I don't know where they went to eat,
Oh, okay.
but
Well, hey,
I'm glad I was there to wake him up. Let's just
uh,
put it that way.
I got you. He needed an alarm clock.
Yeah,
I tell
and
you who
so did
else
and
needed.
so did his mommy.
I'll tell you who didn't need an alarm clock, and it's Gary Bloom in Texas. Good morning, Gary. Great to see you.
What up, Gary?
Paul Papp, he didn't need an alarm clock either. 3 weeks till the time change. Spring is round the corner. Golf season has started. Life is good, baby.
Hey, my oldest, well, they both finished basketball yesterday.
Did they?
So it just this fast, Monday, one will be toting a golf bag, one will be carrying lacrosse gear. Just that
Oh,
fast.
just from one to the other. Now, do they get excited when they're getting ready to start that new
Yeah.
sport? Is there, yeah, something
Yeah.
different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have to give a shout out to the seventh grade team, McCracken Eagles, went undefeated and won the championship last night.
Let's go.
But not to be outdone, the eighth grade team also won the championship.
And say that again. The
The
eighth grade
eighth
team.
grade team also won the championship.
Wow. Wow. A pretty solid squad. And
Yeah.
that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I wonder if Antarctic Mike played any basketball. Let's go from San Diego.
No, he didn't.
You don't think so? We'll find out. We're going to find out in the comments if Mike played any basketball whatsoever. Hey, great to see Nadia. Sometimes people get on the bus and then they've got to stop right away. So
How
the
high
main
can she
thing,
jump?
what's that?
How high can she jump?
That's a great question. How high can you jump, Nadia? We'd love to know. Um, hey, we were talking about this guy right here. Remember?
Yeah, back in the man, Pistol Pete. I used to watch that movie, and I'd have to go outside and start doing all kind of basketball drills.
Exactly. We play like the player you watch. We talk about the things that you consume and the things people you surround yourself with. Same is true with like in sports. If you're watching a particular player, you start kind of playing like him, don't you? Or at least trying
Oh,
to.
oh yeah. Now my seventh grader will take his iPad outside and turn on Lamelo Ball videos and watch, and then try to duplicate it. And
And
but he'll lower the goal to about 8 feet so he can dunk.
I love it. One stop. Oh, and she says she can jump very high. Well, that's a good thing. Hey, look at here. Coach Mike says hockey, not the basketball.
You got to use this right here, AD.
Yeah. Well, he's from San Diego, but he's just always traveling to cold weather places. Uh, but well, I wanted to. We do play like the player that we watch, and one of the people that I watched a lot of is who I wanted to talk about. But before we get into some of his stuff, I want to ask you, who is the GOAT between Jim Rohn versus Tony Robbins?
It is a lot easier for me to watch Jim Rohn than it is Tony Robbins.
Really?
So in my mind, it's Jim Rohn.
Yeah. His speaking ability you like better than Tony Robbins?
Yeah, and it could be tone, presentation style. I prefer watching Jim Rohn.
Well, Jim had some of the all-time classics. I mean, I just mentioned this one. You're the average of the five people you spend the most time with. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better.
Man, isn't that a good one?
Yeah. Success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become.
Isn't that what we want? To be attractive?
We don't want to chase. If we're chasing anything, and that's why it's so important to do those core things to make sure we get our mind right, because when we're in that right energy, that's what we're talking about. You're gonna
Yeah.
when you're doing the things that you're supposed to
Do
do.
you have any coffee today? Have I seen your cup?
There-
Okay, there we
Hey,
go.
you know
Here,
what? I don't have as much as I normally do in this mug, and so I didn't want to finish it before I had a chance to. So
it
then
was
I
like
just put.
Superman without his cape or something.
Mm. No, we're good. We're going to talk about Jim Rohn and the 7 attitude diseases that can cost you your future. What you
I
think?
didn't block off 30 minutes, Danny.
Yeah, we're not gonna we can't breeze through these. That's a lot to go through. But I do love some of these. It's some of the things that we talked about yesterday is why I was thinking about this. Um, but a couple of these that are the diseases of attitude. And if you've never listened to Jim Rohn's diseases of attitude, and that's why I was talking about that in the beginning, I watched that so many times, I started wanting to speak like him. So the voice changing, I think it came from watching Jim Rohn tapes.
Now, what about at times? I'm not sure if the bus riders even know this.
Yeah.
You have a certain character that you channel sometimes.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, that's Tony.
That's him.
yeah. That
How
yeah.
did that come about?
That particular, I've always done kind of voices and things like that. We're really digressing here, but there was a guy that I worked for years ago, and he had his voice sounded like that. And so I could actually call in, do his voice, and trick the people that were there because I sounded so much like him.
Well,
It was Tony.
just for a Friday funny, will you say 7 attitude diseases that can cost you your future in that voice so people get just a little first sip of it?
Wow, boy, this is gonna be a tough. This.
Yeah, this is Tony, and the 7 attitude diseases that can cost you your future.
Got it.
That's you nailed it.
Hey, you put me on the spot, and I did not hold back, and I'm proud of myself.
You should
Uh,
be.
hey, what about this
What's
one?
what's the first one? Oh, doubt. Goodness gracious.
Doubt.
Sometimes it is embedded so deep, people struggle for years with self-doubt.
I can vouch for that. I want you to riff on this one. Indecision, paralysis by analysis, endless hesitation.
Yeah.
Is that a
I mean,
disease of attitude?
did Jim Rohn say it was?
Yeah.
Then it is. It's official. Put it in the encyclopedia.
Yeah. Indifference, the shrug, the who cares, lukewarm living drifts to decay. What do you
You know
think?
what I call that?
What's that?
Bench warmer. Like you want to be on the team and you want to sit on the bench, you want to keep your warm up on, you want to hand somebody that's out there taking care of business a towel, maybe hand them a water bottle. But at the end of the day, you are so lukewarm, you're scared to death to get off the bench and get in the game.
Hmm. Scared to death to get in the game. How about this one? Worry. The silent killer that steals today while sobbing nothing tomorrow.
Name one thing that worry helps.
Worry is worthless.
Yes. God, I like that. Worry is worthless.
It is, and I should know because I've spent a lot of time doing it, and it's been work. It hasn't paid very well. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, worry is yeah, it's a disease of attitude. These are
Worry is
diseases.
expensive.
It's expensive. The folks that are taking action are not people that have a lot of worry. Over caution, playing too safe avoids risk, but also kills opportunity and growth. What about that one, Fred?
Same thing as worry. I think it comes out of worry. Well, you know what? Okay, and indecision. Okay, I've worried about it. I have convinced myself to make a decision, but I'm only gonna commit 13% just in case it goes bad. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
What about with money? You know, over caution, sometimes playing it too safe. I'm thinking about somebody that's maybe very, you know, they say you got to spend money to make money. Maybe the over caution could show up there as well.
There is more
Pessimism.
money in the United States now flowing through this beautiful America than there ever has been. You can get more money tomorrow. You can get more money later today. But what you can't get more of is time. So stop worrying about it.
I like it. Pessimism. I heard a lot of optimism in what you just said. Pessimism is just the opposite. Seeing the worst in everything poison effort before it starts. How's it feel when before we start a F3 workout and we start hearing the chatter, you know, the complaining. If they're chirping about the workout before the workout starts, it's going to be real hard.
Yeah, and if I hear it, I make it even harder. We're gonna go lay down in the grass somewhere.
How about how about this one? This same type thing. Complaining, griping, whining, chronic negativity destroys futures. The truth is, many of these things that we talk about, getting on the bus, the reason that we do these things, a lot of times it is repetitive. Different people have said it in different ways. Tony Robbins says it one way, Jim Rohn says it another. But it's a big deal. All of these things are really what differentiate folks and really help us to connect with others, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and just think about it in a work environment. We've all been around somebody who thinks it's going to go bad, gripes about what they actually have to do. Like, hey, reminder, you showed up here to work. I mean, I hate that you're going to have to work, but that's kind of the idea of why we show up. So stop
Exactly.
griping.
Yeah, and it makes such a difference. I have seen organizations that had kind of that negative energy and a complaining spirit, and just moving that needle from over here to over here, man, it makes things you enjoy work. If you enjoy going to work, I've talked about it before, but we had one particular office. It was a negative atmosphere. The sales team would just congregate and complain. By the end, we were walking around the building. We were having fun on the phone. It just changes. It changes up here, and then the results change as well.
Yeah.
What you got going on this Friday, Fred?
Well, here's what I heard earlier is that you are going to eat sushi today. Is that right?
I'm going to eat sushi with Mr. Jay Davis from Fidelity Bank, and can't wait to meet Jay there. And yeah, it's going to be Miyako's or Konnichiwa. Who's got the best sushi downtown Spartanburg?
So here's a little story about Miyako. That is where I asked Lindsay to marry me.
What? Wow.
We were there eating sushi. And I knew what I was going to do. I had the ring in my pocket. I got up, went to the bathroom, put water on my hands, and come back out and said, there's no paper towels in there. I'm going to walk up front and tell them they need some paper towels in the bathroom. I gave the hostess the ring and said, if you would, when they bring our food, make me a little rice thing that you'd lay some tuna on or some salmon and stick
Yeah.
that ring in it and just have it on the plate.
Woo! Wow, what a story. I don't think
So,
anything like that's going to happen
Miyako.
today. Yeah, it's got to be Miyako for you. It's got to be. But hey, have a great Friday, everybody. Final thought, Fred. Anything going on in that head of yours?
Yeah, if you have a bad attitude, stop it.
I like it. And I'm going to add this. Do the right thing. I'm going to try too.